Good morning, everyone. All right, so this is a follow-up to the trading for the morning. It's about 10:15, and I'm going to call it a day. Let me open up here. I had a $573 day today. It's respectable, you know. If I can do this every day, what's 250 times 573? 250 trading days roughly times 573. Yeah, I mean, that's a respectable amount of money, you know, that's a respectable income. The trick is doing it every day. Right. So you can see here I traded LODE, LODE, CLPS, and CCJ. I took a loss on CCJ. Wasn't too severe, pretty small, $30, you know, so I can deal with that. I did an okay job trading CLPS. Could have traded a little bit better. However, I'll show you. So, I took profits. So let's go to CLPS first. So CLPS, I had an entry at 10:45 on CLPS, and I had an order ready to go. Also programmed in. It didn't come down. It went to as low as you can see here. It went down to as low as 10.50, I think. Yeah, $10 went as low as $10.50 here, but didn't give me an entry. And so I was like, okay, well, it's pulling away from my entry, so I'll trade momentum on it. And I was looking. I'm pretty sure I started entering. So there's this little pivot right here. And when price started moving up above this line right here, above these two pivots right here, I started averaging into, what was that on CLPS? I think I traded it twice. The first time it was 400 shares right here, 400 shares, and I got about $1. Let's see, 200, 160 plus 40 is another 200. So it's 500 shares. And I got somewhere around 90, we'll call it 95 cents of gain per share. So let's see. I started entering right here. It went into a halt. And then it opened up out of the halt, and I sold it straight out of the halt. So I was in at roughly 12 and got out at roughly 13 after it came out of the halt. I was nervous. Usually I would let it run after the halt. And actually, my plan was to actually let go a half, wasn't it? And I forgot the plan. I just dumped it all. Usually I would let it run, but lately I've seen these things coming out of halts and taking a dump out of the halt. So I took profits. And then I traded it again right here after it broke the high of this candle. And I traded one. Let's bring it back in here. I traded, I only got a few cents off of this one. 100, 200. I traded 300 shares. And so I started averaging in right here at 15.24. And I watched the 300 shares run up to 17 or so. And then the next candle, it started pulling back really quickly. And so I let go of it. So I got in at, I got in somewhere around 15.50 or so, something like that. And then I got out somewhere around, I don't know. Actually, I don't know. I got in this candle. I have hot buttons programmed. And so I got in this somewhere in here and then got out when it pulled back right through here. So I didn't get a lot off of this candle. It looks like I got, 20 cents, 19 cents, 19 cents, 12 cents, and 25 cents off of that move on that one candle. So it's a bit less after, let's see the move on this thing here. So the entire move was like 17 to the entry. It was about a $1.61 move. And so that's a little bit, so out of $1.61 from the entry to the high of the candle, that's quite a bit less of profit that I like to try. That's a lot less risk than I like to get. In fact, there's only 54 cents from the top of this candle. Let me move this out of the way. So Yeah, let me just get rid of that. So you see here the top of this candle. Let's use a different line. Top of this candle to the bottom of this candle right here. That's only a 54-cent range. So I certainly did not optimize that trade, but I'll take it. And so actually, and I could have kept trading it, but I'm going to walk away. I'm going to walk away, up $573 today. So this is kind of its opening, and I was kind of calling that the first pullback, and then this would be the second pullback, or I'm sorry, then this would be the second pullback. Obviously, this is just kind of its opening range. This area right in here is just its opening range. So this is really the first pullback, and that's the second pullback. Good enough for me. I'm going to call it a day. Could have traded it better, live and learn. Profitable anyway. Okay, so let's see. CCJ. Now, I started, so CCJ opened up underneath my first number. And then, let me get rid of the Fibonacci here. And I drew my Fibonacci incorrectly here. So these levels are kind of bunk. But I started averaging in right here at 1710, and then again at 1693, and then again I put another Fibonacci on it, and I think I adjusted okay. And then again at 1678 on, this is CCJ. So I was in at an average of like 1689 or something like that on CCJ here for 400 shares. And when it popped back up to this 16, I was in at an average of 1692. And so when I jumped, when it hit the average here and pulled back, it hit my average price and pulled back, I went ahead and dumped it. 7-cent loss per share on 400 shares. So, minimize the losses. It wasn't working. So I got out. And then, let's see, the CLPS and then LODE. Okay, so LODE, I traded 400 shares of LODE, and I took 200 shares here at 901 and 891. And then I took another, after it came down through this price right here, I took 100 shares at 783 and 100 shares at 773. And then it let me escape. It ran up here to 878. I was in at an average of $8.47 or something like that. And so it ran up, it poked through VWAP and started pulling back again, didn't stay above VWAP. So I dumped it quickly, and that was for a 15-cent gain per share. So, I'm not going to push my luck. I'm not going to overstay my welcome here. I'm done for the day. I'm positive $573, which I really prefer to see 4-figure days than 3-figure days, but I will take it. It's okay. All right, everybody. That's the recap for the day. One other thing, actually, VIR. So I had a lot on my plate this morning that I was dealing with, but that I spitballed this number at 70.48, and it went down as far as 69 something or other. So this VIR turned out to be a decent entry here. I mean, it really did. It took off from this $70, we'll call it $70 level, roughly $70 level, and went up to as high as 76. There was a trade there, and it was worth 100 shares, and that was the plan this morning, was to put 100 shares on it. It's probably, there's good news associated with these things. VIR Biotechnology, GlaxoSmithKline expand collaboration to include influenza therapies. Shares rise pre-bell. it's good news when a small one hooks up with a big one, on collaboration, not a merger. That's good news for the smaller one, and it will cause the price for the smaller one to rise. So, yeah, I missed out on a pretty decent trade right there on Veer, and the levels, they weren't great. Obviously, I was about $1 off the entry. I have 70.48, and it went as low as 69.53, so almost $1 off. But on a $70 stock, I mean, that's not terrible. And if it was only 100 shares, I mean, I would have had to have ridden out a $100, decline on a stock. I can handle that. That's a risk that I can handle. So yeah, definitely missed out on this trade this morning. It was a good entry right here. But, that's all right. Yeah, and Verizon, I have no idea where to enter Verizon. It would take too long for me to figure it out. So, but it's gone. It's only it hit a low today at 55, and now it's up at 56. Not a real high probability, and not a great return there. CCIV hit the first number there, and then decided to pop back up. Again, when this alarm was going off, I was too busy to really take advantage of it. So that is pretty much everything that I covered from the morning session. So I'm going to call it a day. Good luck out there, everyone, and happy trading. Take care. Oh, hey, click like and subscribe and leave a comment. Take care now.